Hi everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of MAASters. Today we have a very exciting guest with us, Brian from GCash. Brian, would you like to share about yourself, what you do at GCash?
Sure, excited to be here. Thanks, Anirudh. I've been in GCash for the past year, and I've been leading the app acquisitions and performance marketing arm of GCash. And GCash is a mobile wallet and payment super app in the Philippines. We aim to bring the next wave of financial inclusion to the millions of Filipinos who are still unbanked and underbanked here, who don't have a bank account or credit card, with services like insurance, investments, and a lot of other things all within the app.
That's really exciting to hear, Brian, and it's very heartwarming to see that taking a cue from financial inclusion, something that you mentioned. We have a few exciting and interesting questions for you, and we would be happy, and our audience would be really happy to have your thoughts come in. So, if I may just start with few questions, can you tell me, three upcoming fintech trends in the Southeast Asia market that you particularly are really excited about in the next few years to come?
Sure. I think the top three things for me would be the rapid growth and emergence of neobanks and digital banks throughout Southeast Asia, and digital payments in general, the high growth there, and how it's slowly overtaking the traditional payment methods. And I think the last one is still emerging technology, but the blockchain and cryptocurrency is very interesting, and it's very exciting to see where it will go in the future.
Absolutely. I think that these your all the three trends were bang on. What would be the three ways you think that fintech can increase financial inclusion specifically in the Philippines?
I think one is relatability, because when we build fintech products, fintech startups, companies, we answer very specific problems that they're trying to address, the average Filipino is trying to address.
Right.
And with that also comes seamless integration in their lives, where everything has to be very easy, everything has to be where they are. And I guess the last one would be, it's really the gateway to digitalization for millions, and the confidence and empowerment they get is very understated in the sense that they can do whatever they want.
All right. One app whose growth in story has really inspired you.
I think Zoom. They really capitalized on the pandemic, and they had very strong competitors, and yet they still pulled through. So definitely Zoom.
Oh, that's an interesting one, Brian. Couldn't agree more. All right. So three words that come to mind when you hear fintech, right? And let's say e-commerce and partnership.
I think three would be synergy, disruption, and future, because they work together to disrupt the traditional finance commerce space to make something very exciting for the future.
All right. So let me give you a situation. If you have $300,000 to spend, right, on a 30-day programmatic ad campaign, what percentages would you dedicate to video ads and display ads?
Ooh, that's hard. I think it really depends on the campaign, but for GCash, especially in a very competitive environment, what you really want is the highest brand recall, highest brand awareness. So I'd say maybe 40% video, 60% display, so that we get to be on as many screens as possible. But of course, both are very important.
Right. Interesting. Okay. What would you opt for? Brand marketing or performance marketing?
As a performance marketer, performance.
Right. I would not expect any other answer on this particular question. But okay. Moving on to the next one. Three KPIs that an early stage fintech startup, right, must look forward to or adhere to.
I think two of them are very important, like customer LTV and the cost to acquire, very bottom line metrics. But I think what's understated is the customer's happiness, maybe through net promoter score or something else, because that is what startups try to do: solve problems and make lives better.
Absolutely. And I think some of the biggest internet consumer companies, right, have figured this art of the consumer behavior and the consumer happiness index. And I think they are what they are because of that.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. So the most important fact that a marketer should remember when he is connecting with the Philippines audience?
I think it's very important to meet them where they are. The average Filipino has very, very different habits, very different lives, and it's easy to forget that, especially if we're not the ones using the product. If we design a very good product, but it isn't aligned with what they do on a daily basis, it doesn't seem to make sense anymore, and that shows in the numbers.
Okay, okay, that's quite interesting perspective to hear, and thank you for that. Okay, now we're gonna have rapid fire and quickly moving on to the choices. You have to choose one: user acquisition or user retention.
Retention, even if I'm acquisition.
Mobile marketing or influencer marketing.
Mobile marketing, definitely.
Last but not the least, app install or first transaction.
First transaction. The important part is them doing something worthwhile in your app.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Brian. Some really interesting insights and answers from you, and I really hope our audience enjoys it as much as I did. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having me. This was a really great experience.
Right. Thank you to the audience, all of you that you're watching. Do remember to share this content if you like the video, and subscribe to our channel, and keep looking out for more exciting content coming your way. Thank you and have a great day.